choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Play fake, Brissett. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. A first down throw for Brissett. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Personal foul. Rushing the tackle. Defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defense. Roughing the passer, wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. The right's got it. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Brissett sets to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the move to his left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Steps away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Thrown outside complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Rolling to his left. Powers through it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cute little...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Brissett. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Brissett's throw into the hands of McLaurin, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On play action, Brissett. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. But it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there. on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brissett again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's right. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one good for 26 and a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. And they're going to speed things up here. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Runs over him. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First and 10, Taylor now. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into type.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for two here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. First down, Brissett. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Brissett. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Brissett on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A final shot before the break. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles David. Set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on it and score a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add. McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, it's Taylor. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. To throw is Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer, beware. Here's Fields. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. Back now in Arlington. Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Now, hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Here's Fields. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. On first down, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. After the sack on first down, Fields. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Taylor will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A look at Washington. onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
A first down throw for Brissett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Washington on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Brissett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. Bulldozes past him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the... great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
It's all pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out to his left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.